Welcome to the new Vaudeville Revue, coming from the beautiful Colonial Theater in downtown Belfast. This show is made possible with the generous support of the following sponsors: Viking Lumber Company, Rollies Bar and Grill, the Belfast Co-op Store, Consumers Fuel, Coyote Moon, Argentine Tango in Belfast, Camden National Bank, Cold Mountain Builders, Village Soup, Colonial Plastering, Pam McKean, licensed massage therapist, the Colonial Theater. This is Ando Anderson, and I take you now to Dreamland in the beautiful Colonial Theater.
Great job. Okay, welcome to the new Vaudeville Revue. I'm Ando Anderson. We've got a great group of actors and singers, musicians, poets for a show today. We've got a lot of great skits, songs, and poems. For the people of you in the Belfast community TV audience out there, this show is being performed in front of a live audience. And if you would like to be part of this audience, it's an awful lot of fun. It happens on the first Friday of each month. Tickets are for sale at the Colonial Theater box office. What did I say? First Sunday of every month. Boy, am I glad you guys came. So, in addition to that, if you hear things like you just did, you heard applause, you heard laughter, that kind of thing, for the people in the TV audience, I want you to know this isn't pre-recorded laughter and applause. This is actually natural, organic, free-range applause. Oh, thanks a lot. And we're going to get on with the show now. The ongoing battle between much of our population and corporate America opened a new chapter with the town of Montville outlawing genetically modified organisms this past month. Yeah, there you go. And though we aren't sure what corporate America plans to do to retaliate, one columnist in one of our three local weekly papers had a lot to say about the people of Montville, and we're going to start our show tonight with a little song about this battle of words. And I'm going to bring on our great actors, Peter Conant, Kristen Burkholder, and Jenny Tibbetts to help us.
Down out in Montville, this side of freedom's line, some patriots are kissing to speak the people's mind. No devil GMO seeds in Montville's pristine dirt. By saying no to GMOs, they're doing freedom's work. Meanwhile, a wagon liberty felt his turf and trodden. Those zealous freedom ringers had seriously besodden the sacred soil of liberty. He makes a righteous stand and takes that band of rabble-rousers firmly into hand. We must fight, fight, fight. We must fight, fight, fight. You're treading on our liberty. What gives you the right? We're standing up for freedom in this long, unholy night. We must fight, we must fight, we must fight. In the hills out in Montville, the flags are being unfurled. in apt anticipation of shot heard round the world. Protect Monsanto's liberty, that helpless corporation, and crush those fat cat bigwigs, the mighty Montville nation. We must fight, fight, fight. We must fight, fight, fight. You're treading on our liberty. What gives you the right? We're standing up for freedom on this long unholy night. We must fight, we must fight, we must fight.
The co-op has been a haven for a lot of crazy new age ideas over the years, but most of us have grown beyond that and have gotten that out of our system, except for Frank and Alice.
Oh, good, Frank, you're finally home. Did you get those Megabox tickets? They're up to $6 million this week.
I'm sorry, Alice, I forgot.
Oh, Frank, I don't think you're taking our retirement plan seriously. And why are you so late anyway? Did you stop at Vikings?
No, I stopped at the co-op on the way home.
The co-op? You never shop at the co-op. What made you go there? Do they have frozen pizzas and soda at the co-op?
I don't know, I was just walking down High Street, following a girl along like I do and kind of daydreaming like, and she must have gone into the co-op because the next thing you know, I was in the co-op too.
You shouldn't be following young girls, Frank. You're too old for a midlife crisis, and besides, some people might find that a little creepy.
Alice, do you believe in fate?
What are you talking about, Frank?
I think it was fate that brought me into the co-op today, following that girl along.
Frank, following a girl is never fate. It's just plain foolish.
It's nothing like that, Alice. I learned some stuff in the co-op today that really opened my eyes to what's real in the world. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff I've been missing out on that I could really get into. Don't you think our lives can be better than they are?
Well, of course, Frank. That's why I asked you to get those extra Megabucks tickets.
I'm not talking about the regular stuff. I mean, more like the, internal life.
Oh, Frank, you're not going to start spouting all that hippie, religious mumbo-jumbo at me, are you? Because if you are, it's not going to make any sense coming from you.
It's nothing like that, Alice. There was this guy there. Ralph, his name was. He was giving a talk on releasing all your inner tension and all like that. And it hit me right here.
Oh, here we go.
No, he was talking about an alternative to the regular stuff and not holding back and how we can let go of all our demons and free up our insides to their full potential. And wow, it just made so much sense.
Demons? Oh, what demons would those be, Frank? The demons that get you up every day at dawn to go to work and bring you home every night? Because that's all you've got. I mean, what other demons have you got besides, following girls around, of course, but nobody takes that seriously. I mean, what are you talking about?
He was saying all this stuff that was just like I've been thinking for a long time. It's like he was talking right to me and thinking my own thoughts and putting them into real words like I could never do. And I think it could change my life.
Are you going to start eating yoga and putting candles in your ears and growing granola in the backyard? I mean, this isn't like when your cousin Bert joined that Sufi cult and because he thought it had something to do with sofas, is it?
He did get a nice trip to Iran out of that.
Remember when my sister found that book about meditation called Welcome to the Inner Sanctimony, and she was unbearable for months?
I don't know about any of that stuff, but I learned this technique today that's going to make me liberated and give me tranquility. Don't you want to hear about it?
Go ahead, Frank. Rock my world.
Alice, we're going to learn the power of the positive belch. See, belching has always been looked down on as being crude and all that. That's why nobody discovered how much good you can get out of it. I always suspected that, see. So when she started talking about it, I knew he was right. Ralph was saying that if you belch properly, it gets all that inner junk out and leaves room for all the better stuff. It's a spiritual thing, belching, because it's like this mystical thing comes out of you and it's only there for a short time and then it's gone and it can't be reproduced exactly. Did you know that every belch is unique, just like snowflakes? That makes them special, see? So Ralph was demonstrating all these different kinds of belches and you could really see how he gets more relaxed with each one. It's like the tension is released out into the air. People are always trying to hold them back, and it's just not good for you.
You learned all this at the co-op? Are you sure you weren't at Rolly's?
Alice, we got the co-op all wrong. This all makes perfect sense. So Ralph was saying that a belch is so powerful, even a word that sounds like a belch can change things. He changed his name when he got into the power of the positive belch.
To Ralph?
Exactly. And he said there's a lot of people that are really into the power of positive belch, and they've taken on names to express it. You know that singer from Iceland, the one you can't stand?
You mean Bjork? She chose that name?
Yeah, I mean, look at her. Nobody likes her music, but yet she's famous and successful. Remember when she wore that swan costume to the Oscars and everybody laughed at her, but they just didn't get it. She was celebrating the power of the positive belch. See, swans have this real long neck, see, and it really powers up the release of inner turmoil.
You learned all this at the co-op.
And giraffes. Oh, they're like holy sacred creatures with their big long neck, you know? And their name. Just say it a couple times, you'll see. Ralph had a whole bunch of us just standing in the checkout line saying giraffe over and over again. It felt great.
I can picture that. I'm getting a real picture of that.
Oh, and how do you explain the success of Birkenstocks? I mean, they're really uncomfortable, and yet you see them everywhere. People get a good feeling just by saying, I'm wearing Birkenstocks. It's magical, Alice. They don't even know it, but they get... It helps them release and relax.
You learned all this at the co-op?
Oh, once you start, it's amazing the power in it. Come on, try it with me.
Well, you know, I do feel a little bit of indigestion. I was just going to go get Tums.
No! No Tums! They're the enemy of the positive belch. Look, we'll just start with some small steps.
But I can't make a burp on purpose. They just happen.
Oh, well, the first thing you do is just to recite a word over and over again. They call it a mantra. And then, later, you can learn to belch intentionally, and then, even speak with it. Oh, Ralph was talking about this guy who's like this burp saint or something. He can recite the whole Pledge of Allegiance in a belch. Come on, let's do a mantra. Let's see, how about bergamot or begonia? Oh, Berwick. Try it, come on with me. Berwick, 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 Berwick.
Oh, Frank, that does feel good.
Yeah. Oh, let's do giraffe. That's so good. Ready? Giraffe, giraffe, giraffe,
giraffe, giraffe. That's fantastic.
Yeah, see?
Oh, I think I feel a real burp coming on.
Oh, excellent, Alice. Let her rip. You won't be sorry. Release and relax.
Yep. Here it comes. And... burp.
Oh, that's... See?
Wow! I never imagined it could be so liberating.
Yes.
And the tranquility. Oh, I just feel it. How can I learn to do intentional belching?
Well, that takes a little time. But you know, we could do some positive belching the time-honored way.
Yes?
I've got frozen pizzas and soda.
These guys, what about that? Okay, I'm going to get three people to come up here right now. Sari Susie, Garrett Susie, and Cliff Young of this great band, Tribali. I saw these guys a few years ago at the Slack Factory, and I've been loving their music ever since the first time. And got some of their CDs myself, and listen, I think you'll love it too. So thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Ooh, Boston Billy, he was brave. Carry on, boys, on his grave. When a soldier strike any chord he would play. We touched fingers, we touched rings. A fire starter, water and air. People will talk of you like you're already gone. You can bury anything but memories and songs. Send a fire to the ones that you left hanging on. I was underneath the stars when you said you were so alone, and I was wrong. I was Ooh, busted Billy, what to give? First the bedroom, now the crib. Let's call it empty, what it is. When no one answers where you live. Heavy-handed, hard to hold. So we're a language I don't know. Someone said we were close to passing in the hall. I came down, you got up, but that was not my call. Summertime came alive in the shade of another fall. It's nothing like the belly of God to make a boy feel small. How is it all? How's it all? Busted, 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 busted. Ooh, busted Billy, he was brave.
Wash your window, wash that window, wash the window of your mind. It's been dusty and it's been dirty and it's been clouded all this time. There's nothing like it, multi-cheek it, 490 if you count. He's got fingers, he's got numbers, he's got time to write them down. You hold me right. sometimes fragile and sometimes healing and sometimes 6 feet underground. Wash your window, wash that window, wash the window of your mind. It's been dusty and it's been dirty and it's been clouded all this time. Yeah. God is moving all around. Sometimes fragile and sometimes healing, sometimes 6 feet underground. And wash your window, wash that window, wash the window of your mind. It's been dusty and it's been dirty and it's been clouded all this time. Wash your window, wash that window, wash the window of your mind. It's been dusty and it's been dirty and it's been clouded all this time.
So to tell you how we don't ever play with these guys, but just so you know how good they are, I started that key. I started that song off in a key that it's exact opposite of what I told them I was going to start it off, and I just picked it up. I did that on purpose too, just to make sure they're on their feet.
Top of the world once again. I could sing, I could sail like a vessel in the palm of your hands. And travel with me troubles and friends. Breaking the breath of a lifetime
to the river of sentiment. I met you under the sea and under my skin.
And now, a word from our sponsor. All around Belfast town, football on the go.
Cell phones ringing, pagers dinging.
We're trying to make some dough.
When that working, hustling, bustling day is done,
We stroll right down to Rolly's Bar, kick back and have some fun. At Rolly's Bar and Grill. At Rolly's Bar and Grill. At Rolly's Bar and Grill, kick back and have some fun. At Rolly's Bar and Grill. At Rolly's Bar and Grill. At Rolly's Bar and Grill, kick back and have some fun.
We slow on down to Rolly's Bar and Grill. Play a little bit with a jukebox, shoot a little pool, sample some of their fine burgers, a great selection of domestic and imported beers, and we watch a new vaudeville review on one of 6 big screens. Rolly's Bar and Grill, Lower Main Street, Belfast.
At Rolly's Bar and Grill, kick back and have some fun.
It's time to say goodbye. Hope that you'll be back in just a second. Hope that you'll see us for our next episode, which is sooner than you think, when you'll hear violin fiddle player Nathan Hillman from Monroe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.